Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. How are you all students? Today this is the 11th lecture of the grade 10th. The chapter name is Chemical Equilibrium and the topic name is Law of Mass Action. The first one is, what is law of mass action? The experiments done by Guldberg and Weig in 1864 to 1879 demonstrated. This states that the ratio of products to reactants is always constant. What does it mean that the ratio of product to reactant is always constant? It means that the amount of reactant that we are utilizing or using in the reaction will form equal amount of the product in the reaction. So the amount of reactant utilized will be equal to the amount of product formed. No extra product can be formed in the reaction under a certain set of experimental conditions. Experimental conditions, temperature, pressure, concentration, volume, these all are the experimental conditions. We have to set the experimental conditions for the chemical reaction to occur. So the law of mass action states that the rate or speed of chemical reaction is directly proportional to the product of molar concentrations of the reacting substances. What does it mean? That the chemical reaction speed or rate is directly proportional to product of molar concentrations of the reacting substances. It depends on the reacting substances, whether we use the active reacting substances that will react immediately and form a chemical reaction, or whether we use the old or the used reacting substances that can affect the rate of the chemical reaction. So the speed of chemical reaction depends only of the concentration of the reacting substances. Concentrations means the amount or the active masses of the reacting substances. The term active mass represents the concentration of reactants and products in mole per dm cube. Active mass means the amount of reactant or the concentration of reactant used will form the active mass of that amount of product. For a dilute solution and is expressed in terms of square brackets. The concentration is expressed in terms of square brackets. Consider a general reaction, that is A plus B used as the reactant and C plus D used as the product. The reaction is reversible. Here the small a, b, c and d are the coefficients. I said that the reaction is reversible reaction, that the reaction may proceed in forward as well as reverse direction. When the rate will proceed in the forward direction, it means it depends only on the amount of reactants. Or I can say that rate of forward reaction is directly proportional to the products of molar concentrations of the reactants. And when I am talking about the rate of reverse reaction, then in case of reverse reaction, it only depends upon the amount of products formed or the products of the product of the products formed. So the rate of reverse reaction is directly proportional to the product of molar concentration of the products, that is C and D. So rate of forward reaction is denoted by RF. When I will convert proportionality to equality, I will write it as RF is equal to KF. KF is for rate of forward reaction constant into molar concentrations of A and B. For the rate of reverse reaction, when I am converting proportionality to equality, it is denoted by RR, which is equal to KR, that is reverse reaction constant. So into product of molar concentration of the products. The relationship between the value of the equilibrium constant K and the concentrations of the reactant and product. We will write the concentration of product by the concentration of reactants, that is C, and its concentration is C. Its coefficient is C. The product D and its coefficient D. The product A, its coefficient A, and the product B and its coefficient B. So C and D are the products and A and B are the reactants in equilibrium constant equation. In case of reverse reaction, now the product become reactant, that is C plus D will give us A plus B. Here A plus B are the products and C plus D are the reactants. The equilibrium constant equation will be the same, that is products by reactants. Here the products are A and B and the reactants are C and D. In this case, the rate of forward reaction, that is RF, will be equal to the rate of reverse reactions, that is RR. So the Kf into product of molar concentration of the reactants, that is A and B, will be equal to Kr into product of molar concentration of the products, that is C and D. It means that the amount of reactant utilized will be equal to the amount of product formed. हम जितना रिएक्टेंट यूटिलाइज करेंगे, जितना रिएक्टेंट की अमाउंट लेंगे, उतनी ही अमाउंट में रिएक्टेंट यूटिलाइज होकर प्रोडक्ट बनेगा. प्रोडक्ट की कोई एक्स्ट्रा अमाउंट यूज़ नहीं हो सकती क्योंकि हमने कुछ एक्स्ट्रा ऐड नहीं किया. So this was the general equation. The equilibrium constant Kc is the ratio of mathematical product of the concentrations of the substances formed, that is product at equilibrium, to the mathematical product of the concentration of the reacting substances. That first in the numerator we will write the product of concentration of products, and in the denominator we will write the product of concentrations of reacting substances, that is the reactants. So the chemical equilibrium expression will be Kc is equal to product of concentration of the products raised to the power of coefficient. Here this product C has the coefficient C and the product D has the coefficient D, divided by product of concentration of the reactants raised to the power of coefficient, that is reactant A has coefficient A and the reactant B has coefficient B. So this was the all general about law of mass action. Here is an example calculating the value of equilibrium constant. What is the value of K, that is equilibrium constant, when the concentration of nitrogen dioxide at equilibrium is 0.0165 molar and the concentration of N2O4 is 0.0417 molar. The nitrogen dioxide is converting to N2O4. Putting the equilibrium values of them, that is the reactants and the products. The value of N2O4, that is N2O4 is the product. So we will write the ratio of product to the reactant. So first we will write the product value, that is N2O4, which is equal to 0.0417 divided by the product of reactants, that is NO2, which is 0.0165. So the value of equilibrium constant will be 153. This was all about law of mass action. Thank you so much.